I've been on the lake fishing for 20 years.
I've probably been doing this about the last 6 years.
I've been fishing this lake since I was probably 5 years old. I'm 40, so good 35 years anyway.
This is my 3rd year fishing in Lake Waubesa. I've been fishing my whole life. My dad used to take me out quite a bit. I was fishing when I was a kid and kind of introduced me to it. And I remember how much I liked it as a kid, so that's why I've been taking him out with me.
This year, a little slow. It seems like the class of northerns that we're catching are of the smaller size, but that happens. It ebbs and flows through the year. So, but I would say that the year for catching fish is just fair. It hasn't been that hot for us anyway. There's other folks around here that seem to have done better.
That could be the luck of the draw. You know, we know there's big fish in here, so we just wait them out.
Okay year. Caught some northern, some walleye. So pretty good.
This is the best year we've had so far.
Probably 40.
25 to 30 probably.
Yeah.
But that's, you know, each man 3 lines, and anybody, the kids fish and the men fish, and so it's between everybody. It's just as fun to see somebody catch a fish for Roger and I as it is to catch one ourselves anymore. This
has been a really good year. We've caught over 100. We're at 103 fish this year as far as on the board, ranging from, you know, small ones all the way up to real nice ones, you know. One fish of a lifetime out here this year, too, big muskies. It was 50 inches and it was over 35 pounds.
Typically, we're tip of fishing, and 90% of that is going to be your northerns. You know, every once in a while we catch a bass, but mainly it's northern.
Size limit on northerns is 26. We usually only keep one. We usually catch and release mostly. Every once in a while we'll catch one, keep it for the pan. But northerns and bass are awesome to eat. You know, you just fillet them up and whatever breading you like and pan fry them up. That's what I do with them.
I would say out of this shack there is maybe 3 or 4 fish kept a year. Everything else is released.
Okay.
I like this lake because it's really accessible too, you know. There's a lot of ways to get on and off of it as far as ice fishing goes. It's just got a good versatility of fish as far as it's got great game fish anywhere, you know, from bass all the way up through muskies. It's got quality fish, and even with panfish too, same thing. Certain times of the year you can some of the best fishing you can get anywhere in the country right here.
Catch a fish.
Just being out on the lake, just being outside. I like being outdoors, get some fresh air, and just enjoying the winter.
Outside, enjoying the nice days and hanging out with my friends, and you know, it's something we've done for years and years.
It's definitely tranquil. On certain occasions you come out by yourself, you get the fire going, the dogs are with you, and you sit and you just enjoy no phones and no TV and the quiet time for me sometimes. But then that usually doesn't last real long, and you know, we're into playing cards and eating. And Roger basically comes out and he enjoys cooking, so a lot of times there'll be 10-15 guys in here that he'll prepare breakfast for. In the years that Roger and I have fished out here, we've actually met quite a few very nice people, and became lifelong friends with a couple of these guys. And the one thing that we enjoy about the company out here is if there's ever trouble with shacks going through the ice or people needing to get them taken care of, you can always count on your neighbor.
Well, you know, there's a lot of camaraderie with the folks that are around you. Sometimes it has nothing to do with catching a fish and everything with the people that you're with. So, as you can see, we have some room here, so we get some folks in here and have some fun. You know, good conversation, a couple games of cards, and every once in a while we catch fish. Basically, get that stove going, you know, get it warm.
Get the temperature
you know,
up, yeah.
Throw on a pot of coffee, and you know, then start getting ready to fish. Get out there and set that up. I got out here early this morning. I was the one who got the fire going, got the coffee going, got that all set. Then I went out and set up my you're allowed up to 3 lines in the water. I got my 3 lines in the water.
There's probably 18 inches of ice out there right now. last measured.
That's
So
what
if
we
not
got
more
now.
now. So even with a power auger, it's a lot of work. I mean, by the time you drill your 3 holes, you're worked up. You can't sit in the shack and not see out the side of the shack, so you're always on the lookout for your flags being up.
What we do is we look out here. Oh, I mean, there's times when we see them when they actually go up, and there's times when we'll be sitting here talking and you look and you don't know if you checked 2 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago, and you look and there's one up and you go, how long was that up? Then you got to get your butt out there. And you know, if you've been doing it as long as we have, you kind of look at, okay, fine. There's a sequence of things you do. You watch. There's a way to see if there's a fish taking line. It's spinning. There's a terminal.
It's moving slow like that, then you know the fish is taking your bait. And that's what you'd like to see.
Then you know you got something on there. And then there's a process of going out and just getting a hold of the line and, you know, setting your hook and bringing it in. There's something just kind of cool about you and a fish on a string, because that's what it turns into at the end. You're just on a string. There's nothing. There's no reels, no nothing. You're
Not
just
too fancy.
hand over hand.
Yeah.
It's just kind of, it's a rush. I mean, it's just the thought of not knowing. I mean, whether it's 15 inches or it could be, you know, 45 inches. You just never know.
We're kind of proud of the wood burner. I mean, that really heats us up. A lot of times the windows have to be cracked because it's too warm. That's what we call our thermostat. On the cold days when you're out putting in, I mean, there's a lot of times you run back to the shack and you're more than happy to see that wood burner.
Yeah.